Yes, black fatigue is real and it's everywhere you look.
Out the cap.
I'm chatting. Wonders of World Star compilations, packed with pure chaos and nuance, nowhere to be found. So you can air out your grievances while leaving out any context. Lately I keep seeing titles like Black Fatigue, Black YouTubers Ghetto, Black versus Ghetto Culture. And they're always framed like they're about accountability, but the punchline's always the same. Race is the main explanation for the issue. And when race is the diagnosis, you're not solving the issue, you're just repackaging your own confirmation bias. I'm not here to pretend that the black community is perfect. I'm also not some SJW septum wearing, blue dye having, white man devil while laid up with one having type of guy. But labeling things with terms as stupid as black fatigue is a linguistic trap. Sure, it gets you views, but it does more harm than good. And it's not new. Black creators have been here before. From Dave Chappelle's reparations skit to Chris Rock's black people versus niggers and the Boondocks nigger moment. It all started as in-house critiques and eventually got hijacked by the wrong audience. It's like satire backfire. When jokes meant to mock stereotypes get hijacked by people who believe them. Chappelle even spoke about it, looking out at the crowd and realizing, oh, they're not laughing with me, they're laughing at us. And it's the same problem now, only instead of Comedy Central, it's TikTok, YouTube, and 100 low-effort reactors speedrunning DS. A black creator by the name of Modi Speaks has a video titled, Nick Fuentes is right about black people again, where she reacts to this viral clip of a brave Nick Fuentes taking the charge against so-called degenerate blacks that nobody can hold accountable. And trust me, man, this guy's legit because he's been through the depths of the black community.
I grew up in the suburbs, so I didn't have as much interactions with black people as my parents and grandparents.
His own words, by the way.
Most people's interactions with black people is when you're stuck in traffic and you see a Nissan Altima speeding down the shoulder.
Despite there being no empirical evidence backing his claims of speeding, but I guess I'll just take your word for it, man.
If 99% of the carjackings and stabbings and shootings that you see in Chicago are by black people, when you're walking down the street late at night, guess what you're looking for? Black people.
Aye man, 99% of black crime is a lie. Cops over-arrest blacks, the media over-report it, and racists love to eat it up. Meanwhile, a single white-collar crime killed 500,000 plus Americans, way more than all urban gun violence in 20 years. And now let's see what our sister over here thinks about the clip.
Despite there being a vast majority of non-venomous snakes, we as humans will always see snakes as dangerous and venomous, and for that, we would always prefer not to have them around us.
If black people are biologically feared like snakes, then no amount of good behavior fixes that. And you also contradict your boy's claim.
If black people were super well behaved, we would be racist in the other direction. We'd say black people, oh yes, dude.
So which one is it? Are we snakes you're hardwired to fear? Or are we just never good enough to escape racism?
In all my life, I have never seen videos upon videos of several groups of white people or Asians or even Hispanic twerking on moving cars, fighting in restaurants.
I guess there's no videos on the internet debunking your claims. We'll just have to accept your bias and take it as it is. So boom. But this really ain't about Nick Fuentes or Modi Speaks. This is a part of a whole genre of content. You ever notice how these ghetto versus black or problem with ghetto culture videos always swear they're helping the image? Yeah, nah. Here's what they actually do. Put the worst possible character of black life front and center, then act shocked when that's the part everyone remembers. They're not calling out the corporations, the record labels, all the media execs who decide what black voices get broadcast worldwide. Let's talk gangster rap. From day one, black people have called it out. Civil rights leaders, churches, parents, and even other rappers. We also had a diverse range of representation. But guess what? Those voices didn't get the same push. Because in America, profit wins. If we're gonna play the respectability game and erase anything that doesn't fit some buttoned up ideal, cool. But let's be consistent. That means we scrap horror films, Italian mafia movies, edgy psychodramas, and half of Hollywood. Oh wait, those don't get read as the entire identity of white America. Funny how that works. Off the rip, labels like black fatigue don't tackle specific issues. They just make it sound like blackness itself is the problem. And it's only when we click and watch them that we're told, no, I'm not talking about all black people or the entirety of black culture, just a few or things that make us look bad. By the time your message hits social media, where nobody has the patience to unpack your nuance, it's just gonna be read as, I'm tired of black people. Your nuance dies in the algorithm, and the people who already think the worst will take it as proof they were right. We gotta talk about a video by this guy named Cameron. Black YouTube has gotten even worse. He's got valid points. He calls out wild stuff happening in certain corners of YouTube. I mean, kids being put on dating shows.
Oh, shit.
Cash app scams, hypersexual content. Like, yeah, that's gross, it's crazy, and it should be called out. When you attach all that to black YouTube, you package it as black YouTube is degenerate. You're implying that this is a black specific problem, when in reality, you can find equally low effort exploitive content in every community. So it isn't purely a race issue, is it? The only thing here is that YouTube's algorithm rewards BS, a platform failure. Now we're gonna leave the aight but flawed zone and enter whatever it is.
If we consult the charts here, it looks about age 5 to 14. Out of 100,000 black people aged 5 to 14, about 5 of them are murdered.
Whatever this absolute dumpster fire is, my guy. Yo, this guy Ebbs is a masterclass in totally not racist, just cornered.
Black fatigue. This is where American people are getting kind of sick and tired of ghetto people. These ghetto people just happen to have black skin.
And then throws in a not all black people, as if that magically makes the generalization fine. Then comes the highlight reel, viral fight clips, twerking on cars, Scorsese cut off why you should fear black people. No carry meltdowns, no drunken Dave and the boys throwing hands outside the pub. I guess white ghetto moments don't make the cut. He even runs the classic, other groups denounce their bad apples, why don't black people? As if Candace Owen and every other black pundit who trashes the community doesn't exist. And sure, let's ignore decades of black-led safety work, from the Black Panthers conflict resolution to modern programs like Cure Violence and Advance Peace, all running on a fraction of police budgets. Look, if you're gonna leave with nothing else, bad behavior deserves to be called out, but the second you start tying it to blackness itself, you lost the plot. What you're doing isn't fixing the problem, it's just adding to the pile of lazy narratives a lot of these men have been recycling for decades. If you really care about accountability, focus on the actions, not the skin tone.